how important is this game? It's huge. I mean, it's huge from a national standpoint because obviously if we lose this game, I mean, they're gonna kick us out. They don't want us in there anyway. I mean, we'd drop to 20. Georgia loses to this very same team, and the very next day, it's how do we keep Georgia in it? We win to the team that beat South Carolina, and how do we get Clemson out? It's the dadgum mistake. It's big because, you know, they can't vote us out. I mean, we gotta go under. We gotta go 30-0. I mean, we ain't got no choice. But we don't play nobody.
Welcome to College Football Live. Jason Fitz in with Tom Luginbill, Greg McElroy. Okay, look, we all saw that on Saturday. Dabo Swinney fired up. But, gentlemen, it didn't end there. No, we're not starting the show with something from Saturday. We've got more to show you. This is today. Dabo continuing his hot streak on hot takes about what the respect level is for Clemson. Check out.
Our league never gets the credit. Our league never gets, it doesn't matter what we do. It's been that way forever. Our league doesn't get a lot of recognition. Trevor's, if they thought he was good last year, he's so much better now than he was last year at any point. He is twice the quarterback right now than he was in the national championship game when everybody was crowning him the king of football. He's twice the quarterback right now today. And people have missed it because there's just been this rhetoric all year long. I just don't think our team has been portrayed properly, and I think people have missed out on a beautiful football team. Like, there's debate. Like, we go undefeated, we shouldn't be in the playoff. That's the type of conversation. And then people get amnesia this time of year. Now, all of a sudden, the last 2 or 3 weeks, everybody wants to say, oh, Clemson's a great team. We're the same team we've been all year. We're the exact same team. It's just now, you know, they have to recognize that.
Dabo's fired up. Tom Luginbill, what's your reaction to Dabo's comments?
I kind of feel like our broadcast crew is to blame for this because we gassed him up so bad last week leading up to the game about the lack of respect that his football team has. Listen, Dabo, Clemson, you're a great football team. You're a great football program. This is an indictment on the league, not an indictment or a reflection upon you. Now, you may be right that people have dismissed you to some degree in the sense that they're not paying attention week in and week out to just how you look playing the game. But I promise you, anybody worth their salt that is watching this sport and is studying Clemson respects you, knows you belong, you will belong. And what I thought was funny, Greg, was that in pregame warm-up last week, Dabo Swinney said, our season has been defined by 8 bad throws. And to some degree, he's right, but you haven't seen many of those throws the last 8 weeks.
It's just ridiculous. Dabo is getting plenty of credit. They're at number 3. All you want to do is be in the top 4, and you get a chance to go win it on the field. That's the beauty of the college football playoff model. Look, they're doing all that they need to do. And did they have a bad performance against North Carolina? Sure. And we criticized them appropriately. But at this point, to suggest that they're not getting the credit they deserve, if anything, I've heard people talking about how badly teams, Ohio State or LSU, they got to get to 1 because they need to avoid Clemson, right? That's been the whole conversation. So I'm just not listening to the fact that they're not getting credit. They are a tremendous team and will be a very difficult out in the playoff, just knowing the championship pedigree that the program has.
Tom, let me ask you, isn't it fair that both things can be true? Clemson can be spectacular and the ACC can particularly be bad this year, so it's fair to have a question about who they've played, even though we know they're a great football team.
Absolutely, that's fair, but it also gives more credence to the eye test being very, very real, because when you watch this team and you really peel back the layers, they have all the ingredients for not being a good football team, being a great football team. And maybe if there was a beef that Dabo should have here, it's how his defense has been disrespected. Everybody was focused on who they lost, not who they have currently playing for him. I think they've got the most versatile, best back end group he's had since he's been at Clemson. And that young front 7, you may not know a lot of the names now. You're going to in the next year or two, because all they're doing is shutting folks down. And they're plus 11 in turnover margin. That's the best they've been under Dabo Swinney.
Well, and the way they've adjusted to their personnel too, Fitz. I mean, they've done a great job of saying, hey, look, this is who we are this year. We're not going to be the typical 4-down defense that we were the last couple. We're going to adjust to our personnel. And Brent Venables, the defensive coordinator, has done a great job of making things really difficult on opposing quarterbacks by showing a lot of different looks and pressures.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app, and if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.